Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 23rd. You start with this chaos and conflict card and this never-ending story card. What's interesting is all the fixed signs have had these cards of like needing to change your story or needing to allow your story to change. So if there is a repeat story in your life, it could be a good week for you to change that story, literally, just by doing things differently. So, I feel for a lot of you, that's what that could be talking about, especially if it's involving like other people. You have the Ten of Cups here. It's actually a very good reading. I mean, so far, this looks really, really good. So, again, some of you could just be dealing with like conflicts at work or conflicts with people that you work with or work alongside or whatever the case may be. And so I feel that, kind of changing your story would be a good way to get around that. You have the Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups. There's like some sort of wish that's coming in for you. I feel you even have, you go Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. So this could be love, but the Ten of Cups can just be fortune after difficulty. It can represent something good coming in for you after a difficult period of time. The Nine of Cups is about being in alignment with what you want. So if you are experiencing a never-ending story or chaos and conflict or both, then the Nine of Cups can say it's going to be really important for you to maintain your vibe this week and to stay, in a good energy of receiving. He's in this position where he is about to have a feast. So he is receiving a feast. And I feel for a lot of you, this is talking about, kind of being in the energy of fulfillment, and that will probably be the best thing for you. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups says follow your heart. Again, all the fixed signs have been getting this message of following their heart. So if your heart is telling you to do something, I would do it, especially in work or business, or, even this could be an opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles that's being presented to you. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Kind of interesting. She is holding this big pentacle on the Queen of Pentacles. And, I feel that the Queen of Pentacles is about being resourceful. And the Queen of Cups, of course, is about following your heart, like I just said. But some of you, it's like you want to do something. And the Queen of Pentacles, I feel, is saying that you need to find the resources to do it. So if there's something you want to do, and even if you feel like you can't do it, I feel like you can if you are resourceful. You have the Page of Cups. Again, a little bit of love here. So if you want love, again, not really a love reading, but, again, if you want it, it's here. Page of Cups could be an admirer, or it could be like a new person that's, entering into your life here. I also look at the Page of Cups as a dream. He has that fish in the cup, and I feel sometimes, that fish could easily jump out into the water behind him, and he might need to capture that fish. He might need to, really make that dream happen. He's very imaginative. So if you're imagining something that you want, it could be anything, like some sort of dream, then I feel that this card is saying, like, make it happen. You even have the Magician right next to him, and the Magician just says, manifest it, make it happen. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Chariot. Yes, another card of being in alignment, just like I said with the Nine of Cups. He has these stars up here and these moons right here. Just represents as above, so below. Just like the Magician is as above, so below, the Chariot is also as above, so below. The Chariot, he has to set himself apart to manifest something. So he's leaving the city behind him and he's going in a new direction. He doesn't really know where he's going. He just knows that these two sphinxes, they represent the mysteries of the universe, and they're guiding him towards something. I'm also getting something about, like, the other thing that's popping into my head here is that I feel like the fact that you are different is exactly why something is going to work for you. That could be love, that could be in business, could be anywhere. But you might be thinking that your differences are going to be a problem, but actually I feel like your differences are exactly why something is going to work. With the Queen of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles. So we have divine counterparts right here. If you're looking for love, could be an earth sign or someone with like earth in their chart. Again, these two are divine counterparts. I do like these two as far as divine counterparts are concerned, but, they both want to build something permanent, stable, secure. Usually the thing that is missing between these two is like the spiciness, right? So we'll have to see if something else comes up, but it's not like a huge problem, but just something to think about. With the Page of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups, more about following your heart. Again, that Page of Cups really could be a dream or something that you're imagining. And so if you have a dream, I feel this is saying you have permission to go for it and you have permission to make it happen. This could also say that your heart is guiding you to change your story. And so if there's something that you have experienced more than once, that could be part of your story that needs to change. Intuitively, I feel like this has to do with people. So it's like, let's say that someone, talked behind your back in business or work, and then it happened again. I feel like that is the universe saying, like, this is part of your story. What do you need to change to make sure this doesn't happen again? And it's like, do you trust people too much? Do you not trust signs enough? Like, what is, I don't know what it is for you. Obviously, you're all different, but I would look at that. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this calm card and this soul card. You could just be in a calm kind of space this week, or you could be feeling more calm. That soul card, it's like there's that mirror and there's the book right there, the journal. And so I feel it might be a good week for you to really think about what you want out of life and like really connect with what your soul wants as well, because we have the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. So these are both as above, so below cards. It could just be a good week for you to tap into your higher self and really connect with what you want. And maybe you need to write it down. And then when you write it down, then you can see what you don't have and you can start working towards it. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Magician. Really good. Definitely manifesting this opportunity. Ace of Pentacles is just an opportunity. It's just something that you could have in your life. And so the Ace of Pentacles is also a card of potential. I feel like this has come up for you the past few readings, that there's like an opportunity that has a lot of potential, but really potential means nothing. You have to, nurture this Ace of Pentacles into existence. So if you see an opportunity in front of you, right here on the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is saying you have all the resources necessary to make this happen, but you have to make it happen. You have to do the work. You have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, or can represent good things happening after a difficult period of time. It's also happy home, happy family. Again, if you want a family, Queen of Pentacles definitely they kind of want to build and leave a legacy, kind of like the Ten of Pentacles. So you could be attracting a person that you would be very happy with. It's a card of happiness. I do feel like happiness has come up for you before, like needing to do more of the things that make you happy, or needing to do more of the things that bring, love, joy, and happiness into your life. And, I would focus on it. Because of this right here, the Magician. The Magician, he has these flowers in front of him, and that kind of represents the fact that he knows he has to come from a place of love, joy, and happiness to be able to manifest what he wants in his life. So he is very focused on that. He also has a snake right here. The snake is the Ouroboros, represents reinvention. So a lot of you, again, could be reinventing yourself by changing your story, and, that's what I would focus on here. It's pretty easy to change your story, just adopt habits of success, stop doing the things that cause problems in the first place, right? Look at the things that you do that, invite chaos into your life and remove them. The list goes on and on there, but I think changing your story, literally talking to yourself as if you already have the story that you want to live, would be a good idea as well. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Lovers. Yeah, definitely could be a love offer coming in for you here. There's something about resources. It's like, I don't know if someone in this connection feels like they don't have the resources necessary, and resources don't have to be money. This could be like time or effort or whatever, but definitely could be a solid love connection coming in here. So I don't know. I would go for it and see what happens. With the Ten of Cups, this is the problem right here, is that someone just isn't getting started, right? So if you want love, it's like you might have a person that's not making a move, or maybe it hasn't gotten off the ground yet, this connection. The Knight of Pentacles, he has everything. Again, he has everything he needs. He has these oak leaves on his helmet, which represent knowledge and wisdom. The story of the Knight of Pentacles is that he just has to plant seeds in this field and they will grow. So he literally just has to get started. He has everything he needs. And so I would take those first steps. And again, I also feel for those of you in work or business that you might not think you have like the money or the time to get started, but like if you have an idea with that Ace of Pentacles, I would just take whatever sized step you can to get started, because the Knight of Pentacles says if you get started, the universe will move out of your way. With the Magician, you have the Fool. Yeah, definitely time for a leap of faith. I feel like that is your next step, though. It's like manifestation can only get you so far. It's like, I'm a big fan of manifestation, but I also think a lot of the teachers who talk about manifestation don't talk enough about the fact that you do have to take action. I don't care what anyone says. It's like you do have to do something to get it moving. So I feel like the Fool is saying you can't sit around fantasizing, especially with this Page of Cups. He is in La La Land, right? The Page of Cups. So, if you are in La La Land fantasizing about something, I feel like the Fool is saying take the leap of faith to take the first step to make something happen, whatever it is. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, can't make this up. You have this Phoenix card. It says renewal, alchemical change, reemergence, changing your story, right? Burning down the old version of you and reinventing yourself. You have this emu. It says curiosity, strategy, and endurance. Yes, whatever you're about to do is going to require strategy because, again, there's something missing here. I can't quite pick it up. I'm not exactly sure what's missing. It could be money for some of you. For others, I feel like it's time, but it could be anything. And I feel that that emu card is saying strategy. The Queen of Pentacles is strategic as far as her resources are concerned. She might not have the money or the time or the effort necessary to accomplish something, but she looks at her resources. She is focused on what she does have. The rabbit right here can represent fears and anxiety, and she's not focusing on the rabbit. She's not focused on what she doesn't have. She's focusing on what she can do. So even if you don't think you have what you need, the Queen of Pentacles is saying that you have everything you need, but you just need to look at your resources and kind of use them appropriately, right? You have the Queen of Swords, which is good. I'm actually going to show you here. The Queen of Swords has clouds only halfway up her body, and she is reaching out to the Ace of Wands right here. So the Ace of Wands can be like a spark of hope, a spark of inspiration. It could be a sudden insight, kind of like the Tower, or a sudden idea. And it's almost like you could just be getting the idea or the inspiration that you need to get started on, whatever this Ace of Pentacles thing is. The Ace of Pentacles, like I said, could be any new opportunity that's coming in for you. You have the Hermit. I feel like you've been in Hermit mode for a while. I do feel that some of you have withdrawn for a period of time, and the Hermit goes into Hermit mode to gain insights into himself. He's soul searching. He's climbed to the top of this mountain. He has found his inner light, but maybe he went through a dark night of the soul. So a lot of you could be coming off a period of time where you've walked through darkness and now you're standing at the top of the mountain. It's my belief that the next step for the Hermit is to come down from the mountain. He needs to shine his inner light and show the world what he has learned. So again, you've learned a lot because you have the Knight of Pentacles right here. He represents knowledge and wisdom. Even everything about the Fool represents knowledge and wisdom as well. He has this feather in his cap. The feather in his cap says that he's learned a lot. He's about to go on this long journey, but he has this tiny little sack on his back. And so he's about to go through the whole entire major arcana with basically nothing. And so it says that he has everything he needs right here. So, again, whatever adventure you're about to start or whatever new beginning or change in your story you're about to have, I feel it's like you have everything you need. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Five of Cups, again, focusing on what you don't have. So the Five of Cups, he's focusing on what he has lost. He's not focusing on what he can gain. He has these two cups. When he sees these two cups, he also sees this bridge and this castle over here. So I feel the Queen of Pentacles is definitely saying something is missing to me in this reading. And I feel that, focusing on what you do have is kind of the answer to whatever challenge or, whatever is going on. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, and when you truly believe it, and there's a lot about belief in this reading, then you will have it. So I feel like developing deep belief is going to be important for you. I also feel with this Seven of Wands that, it's kind of like you feel like you're not ready, but I feel like you are as ready as you're going to be. So I would just take that leap of faith with the Fool card. With the Hermit, you have the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're meant to shine. The Six of Wands is about getting attention, recognition. It's a card of achievement as well. So there could be a big achievement coming in for you, or there could be an opportunity for you to achieve something. And I feel like you really have to go for it. It could also just be a victory or a win. And, again, I feel a lot of you could be having or receiving some sort of win. I feel a lot on this Six of Wands. This person back here is meant to look jealous. And, the Six of Wands is about kind of putting yourself on a pedestal. I feel, and I'm pretty sure I said this to you in your last reading. I'm having like major deja vu with this one. But, I feel that for a lot of you, that maybe a lesson Leo has learned is that it's like no one is going to match your energy, especially like in work or business. And maybe that's part of the lesson that you've had to learn, is that like no one is going to care as much as you do. And it's like, it's just a fact of life, right? Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this beaver spirit says, lay a solid foundation. You have this flamingo spirit says, embrace the in-between. I feel like you're coming out of the in-between. It's like you're stepping into a more vibrant life. If you are starting anything, the beaver says, focus on laying a solid foundation. Even if you're starting a new connection or a new relationship, I would focus on building a really solid foundation, because that will probably make it much more successful. You have the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Two of Pentacles about getting busy, getting to work. So I feel the whole entire reading is saying, it's time for you to get to work on the Ace of Pentacles, whatever that big opportunity is for you. The Two of Pentacles and the good stuff would say, that you are busy, but you are also in balance. So make sure you're balancing work and play. But again, it's coming up in the good stuff, so I kind of feel like you are. You have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. This castle in the background is crumbling. And so the Ace of Wands kind of represents completely releasing the past and focusing on the new inspiration, or focusing on something new that is inspiring you. So I would focus on, whatever new thing you can with this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is also a lot of growth. And so I do feel that a lot of you are about to experience like a period of growth and abundance and good things coming in. You have the Five of Wands. This is a card of conflict and competition, but it's coming up in the good stuff. So again, with the Six of Wands showing up right next to it, this could say that you are about to stand out above the competition, or you are kind of like beating the competition in some way. And you have the Chariot as well, which would also represent like a victory. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the King of Cups, divine counterparts again. Again, this makes these two a little bit better, because the King and Queen of Cups have a very strong emotional connection, and I was kind of hoping to see something like this in your reading, because again, the King and Queen of Pentacles, they're good, but they're just like a little bit boring, and so having this right here is much better. It would say that there is like a deep emotional foundation. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups, 3 aces in your reading, so definitely a new beginning that's coming in for you. The Ace of Cups would say that you need to focus on your flow. The Ace of Cups is overflowing. And so I feel like this has been a challenge for you, where it's like you do things in your life that you feel like you have to do, or you do things that don't align with your heart. And so the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups twice, really says and the King of Cups even says you need to follow your emotions. So even outside of love, like totally forgetting about it, I feel like this here, but also these two and this, is saying that you need to follow your heart to create more stability in your life. Like if you're doing things that you don't want to do, I feel like you're going to have a really hard time right now. But if you do more things that are in alignment, then you're going to have a really good time. With the Five of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is, of course, independence and being independent. Nine of Pentacles is also like creating heaven on earth. So a lot of you could be focused on creating something much better. The other weird thing that I'm getting here for you, Leo, is that, if you're looking for a connection, I feel like someone is like way more well off than you realize, or you're about to, some of you could be attracting a person that's very well off. This could also be the two of you. You could be meeting a person where it's like the two of you do something and you'll be very well off. That's definitely popping into my head with that Nine of Pentacles right here. I also feel that, yep, you literally start with this wealth card here, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, we'll just start there. You have this wealth card. So the whole entire reading says you are kind of like working on your abundance, and especially with the Queen of Pentacles and your resources. So again, you might not have this wealth just yet, because again, I can't get over the fact that, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it anyway, with the Queen of Pentacles, like I can't get over the feeling that something is missing. I'm not sure if it's money or time or something else, but again, I feel like if you do the work and you take advantage of that Ace of Pentacles opportunity, any opportunity, I feel it'll create wealth. You have this Vine card. It says, seek out information that will help you. Hermit. Hermit is all about learning. And I've been saying to you for years now that learning is going to be your best friend, Leo. I think the more you learn, the more you earn. And so I would learn as much as you can. You have this spear. It says heartache over what you no longer have. We definitely saw a loss over the past few months, or, it definitely came up that you could have been experiencing a loss. And it does not have to be love. This could be anything. But again, I feel like it's like this loss is going to like cause you to expand, believe it or not. It's like sometimes restriction can cause us to come up with unique solutions to our problems, and it's like that restriction is the thing that actually makes us successful. And I kind of feel that some of you have dealt with that. You have this hat card. Can't make this one up either. It says you will be playing a different role. Yes, you are reinventing yourself. You are changing. You are kind of like doing new things, and I feel that's going to be good for you. You have this tulip card that says great passion on it. A lot of you, you have these three aces, and Ace of Wands is passion. So a lot of you could be working on passion-based projects. I also feel this could be a new connection where there is great passion as well. But this looks pretty good here, Leo. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.